Family. Haven't seen you guys in a while. Now, as you can see the title of the video, the light is going to get gradually brighter because I have my light plugged in, so it was just dead, so it's going to get brighter and brighter, just letting you know. But this, I would say, is the beginning of my freeform journey, and I'm gonna try not to make it really long, but I made many attempts to embark on this freeform journey, and we here. You know what I mean? That's what matters. We are here. So please excuse me for the noise in the background. My family's cooking. We here, and it's so interesting. You know, whenever you reach a moment where things repeat like almost verbatim, that is your cue that you're not doing something you're supposed to do that really needs to get done, that Allah, God, really wants you to get done. So it's almost like to the day, the next year, it'll come around and it'll be almost exactly the same. So that's a signal to you prophetically that something you need to do and you're not doing. You keep on going around it, or you start and then you stop, whatever the case is. So it's not going to stop repeating until you be obedient to it. So if you are a servant of Allah, the Most High, it's imperative that you be obedient to that instruction, whatever the Most High has given you. But first, let's do a crystal check-in, all right? I got on some beautiful red jasper. All right, I got this in obedience to the spirit, like I said, or like I didn't say, right? In my mind, I said it to y'all. I seen it in a dream that I had concerning my future marriage. So I don't know all that would entail, but this is red jasper. If you guys have any personal experiences with red jasper, please let me know in the comment box. All right. And also I have on some rainbow fluorite. This isn't the most brightest piece, but the bracelet is. So I wish, I'll probably get a better looking pendant. All right, I got some rainbow fluorite on. Okay, so this is estimated like the third time I'm here at this particular journey, freeform journey. I'm talking about around this time of the year. Keep it down, please. And it's around January, February-ish. Around that time I start getting this feeling like, okay, I got a freeform. At other times, but what I'm saying is, remember that repeat process I was telling you about? Yeah, it's around that time, around the cold months, January, November, December, February, around that time. I'm talking about I have pictures in my phone, so I could put like 2018, 2019, 2020, and here we go, 2021. We are here again, and I'm just like, yo, this is crazy. But I feel a shift. I feel something new this time. The fact that I'm actually doing this video is sign of that shift. I just felt something new. Even as I was walking this morning, as I always do, I take my prayer walks. If it's not too cold or the weather's not too bad, I go and I take my early morning walks. Most time I'm on overnight schedule, whether I'm working overnight hours or not. I'm just used to it. And so I was walking. I was conscious of myself. I thought about what people saw of me and how I looked. But I would say I had a little bit of a swagger about myself in the midst of that because of my hair and how I just had it out and free. And but before I get into the prophetics of that, I want to continue talking about Freeform. Maybe I need to split this up into different videos because there's a couple different topics, a couple different things I want to hit on. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll split it up into different things. I want to just make this strictly about my journey. And so I love the maintained look, or the cultivated look, if you want to call it that way, of retwisting. I like the look on others, and I like the look on myself. And there's nothing, I don't think there's anything wrong with that, as long as what you are doing is healthy for you. I'm down, because there's a healthy and an unhealthy way to do anything in this world. So if you've been following me for a while, you know that I'm a deeply spiritual man, but even spirituality can be toxic if you go too deep into it. And that's kind of hard not to, especially when you love spirit like I do. But yeah, you can become spooky and lose your down-to-earthness. So that's one thing you never want to lose, is you can be extremely spiritual, but never lose your ability to relate to being human. You're also human too, so you can't neglect that part of yourself. Sometimes we get caught up in spirituality so much that we tend to neglect the humanity of ourselves. And humanity is definitely a gift from the Most High. I know in a lot of spiritual circles, they, make the flesh, as we call it in the church world or church vernacular, carnality, humanity looks so bad, and that we must have this escapism concerning humanity, when that's the most nonsensical thing. Detachment to that extreme is not good, because if that is the case, then you don't need to be here in the land of the living, as we say. You need to be in the spirit realm, which means you need to be a disembodied spirit. But obviously, the Most High sent you here, or allowed you to be here, remaining here, if you're watching me at this time, to enjoy Earth and its blessings and the blessing of Earth. You were put here for a reason. You wasn't put on Uranus, Saturn, or any of those planets. You have an Earth suit, and there's a divine purpose that you need to be fulfilling in that Earth suit, and blessings you need to be partaking of. And some part of that blessing is enjoying your humanity, and I'm at that stage right now as well. I'm enjoying my spirituality, but I want to, and I need to, for the sake of the health of my being, enjoy my humanity. So I don't mind the retwisted look and so forth, but I feel as though the highest emanation of myself, I got to do, as we say, free form. Allow my hair to be free to form how it wants, and just oversee the garden. This is the garden right here. So you are a farmer. So to all my free farmers, you are a farmer. So as a part of a farmer, yes, you cultivate, you maintain your garden. So to do such things, even though you are a free farmer, doesn't make you not a free farmer. You know, what kind of farmer does not cultivate nor maintain his or her garden? You still got to do some maintenance. Again, that I want to separate that and make it for another video. So I feel as though my highest emanation of self is like, you got to freeform. You just got to, because it keeps on coming back full circle. I'm talking about almost to the date of the year. It's just every time. So apparently there's something there that Most High wants me to experience with this aspect of my journey, this emanation of self, this manifestation of myself, looking the way that I look. Same thing with the beard too, even though, you know, that has its patchy spots, but Same thing. Every time I cut it, I end up having the feeling of wanting to grow it back. There's something there. There's something that needs to be accessed, that I am resisting the process, or else I would have already had my locks in the freeform style over 3 years ago. About 2-3 years ago, I would have had it already. My beard would have been its highest manifestation of self, its highest emanation of self, as long as it is genetically possible to grow. But I keep on interrupting the process because of impatience. So it's clear to me that the Most High is trying to teach me patience. Patience, acceptance of self, full acceptance of self. Because until you get full acceptance of self, you will never achieve full self-realization, self-actualization, and walk in the highest emanation of self. So here we are. I'm doing this video because this is the beginning of my journey, my freeform journey, and I endeavor to enjoy it. I endeavor to love it. I want to share a dream with you. I had this dream in 2013. This was either on my birthday, which is November 11th, or the day after. Cannot remember right now, but it was definitely either spot on or like a day after. And I had this dream, and in this dream I was in heaven. If you would say that, it was just a beautifully bright white place. Everything was white. I don't remember seeing any colors or anything except skin, but I'm gonna get to that in a second. Bright white place, and I was looking at this man who was a beautiful man, and he had on a suit, full suit. So everything that he had on was white, like the scenery and the place where we were. He was matching white. Everything, the blazer, the trousers, the shoes, the shirt, the tie, everything was white, including his hair. And he had these thick locks. Yeah, they were thick. And they were probably about shoulder length, somewhere over here. They weren't like super long, but shoulder length or something like that. And as I think about it now, I could see him with a middle part. Now it's all significant. So I looked at this man, I'm like, yo, who is this man? But he's a beautiful man. And his locks are just nice and thick. I remember just admiring his hair. And when I begin to get revelation in the dream, I realized that this man was me. So that started my journey with locks. I already had a small fro at that time. I already had braids prior. I would grow and cut my hair and all that. And I still continued to grow and cut my hair over the years. But it was me. So that planted the seed for where I am right now. Now, I've researched, on locks and the significance of locks and symbolism of locks, and it means a different thing for everybody, of course. So for some people, it's just hair. That's just how they rock it. And then for some people, like myself, it has a very deep emotional and spiritual connection or reason why they're doing it and why they have locks at this time. So I'm in that same category, I would say. I'm still seeking, because I'm just a seeker of wisdom and revelation. So I'm still seeking Yah to find out what is your purposing for having me to have locks. Not only that, but to have my locks in the free form. Why? Why do you? Or what is the reason? What's the revelation? What's your will and purpose for that? So I'm still seeking. I think in time, in due time, I'll get the answer to that. But the Most High doesn't wait for you to get the understanding before he expects obedience from you. I just want to let you know that. He will give you the seed and then expect your obedience. The rest will be revealed as you go. So I'm just here. And I'm excited to see what I'm going to learn and what will become of this journey. So as I said earlier, when I was walking, I was, conscious of myself, kind of conscious of what people were thinking of my hair and stuff like that. But I had a bit of a swagger to myself. And it's almost like I begin to go into a futuristic space. And it was like I was seeing that I was getting ready to, or I'm with this, I'm going to go into a space of what it truly means to be a set apart prophet of Yah, a set apart man of Yah, a servant of Yah, what it truly means to be set apart, different, unique, distinct person or servant, a special one, a chosen one, an avatar. It's like I begin to experience that in consciousness because I am different. I've always been different. And that's just my call. That is my anointing, to be uniquely me, uniquely unique. And so with my hair beginning to take on the form that it will in the near future, that's a part of that uniqueness. No one will have a set of locks like mine. And so if you're a freeformer watching this, of course, you're ahead of the journey as far as I'm concerned. You experience the looks. Some people say mean things. Some people say encouraging things. Some people it's neutral. Looks and stares and so forth. I have yet to experience that as of now. But again, I begin to get that futuristic feeling. Sorry about the censor, y'all. I ain't even gonna fool that because I don't want it to mess up my flow of thought. So please excuse that. And I felt the emotion of not rejection, because that's a bit too strong of a word, but again, the difference, the separation of this individual, me. This individual is not one of us. He is of another world. He is of another place, of another vibration, of another frequency. And I can't help but to look at him. I can't help but to stare at his hair, stare at his beard, stare at the stones he's wearing. I can't help but to stare at the difference that he is. And that can be very unsettling for someone who just wants to be accepted as themselves. And this is just my hair. Yeah, nobody around here is really rocking their hair like that. Not much. There is, but on a grander scale, yeah. So people are going to be looking and wondering. Some may, like I said, interact with you. Some may not. Good or bad interaction. That could be unsettling for people who ain't used to that when they were rocking a short cut. You know what I'm saying? Rocking braids or just accepted or normal black hairstyle. This is why I feel like whether you realize it or not, locks, it is supernatural. It is a mystical hairstyle, whether you realize it or not. So of course, once you get into the consciousness of it, of the vibration that it calls forth, it's going to be more powerful because you're in tune with it. So you can do all the research out there. You'll see that no matter how much you just try to say it's a hairstyle, it's beyond that. That's just what it is. It is a mystery in a lot of cases, but locks is beyond that. So when you see someone with free forms, just know that that is a strong individual. They're strong in themselves. That's someone worthy of respect. Again, to be existing in a society that is not that, does not accept that fully, and looks at it as some kind of freak or something to be shunned or something to cause alarm, dread, locks of hair that cause dread. Yeah. So I began to get in the future world of that, and I felt it. I felt that separation. I felt that difference becoming much larger, because now that difference, that uniqueness of who I am, the highest emanation of myself, can be physically seen. You see what I'm saying? So not just felt, when we pass into each other's auras, but it can be physically seen. So the sight of my hair being in the form that it will be is a point of contact to a spiritual world, a supernatural world, or the world that I operate out of. So I begin to feel that. I begin to feel that feeling that a prophet would feel when they walk in a town. Prophets are different. They look different. They look according to how the Most High would have them look. Sometimes it's very specific how the Most High tells them to look and or dress. Yes, it's that specific. So, yeah, when you come into a place, you stand out right away. So if you're not accepting of your highest emanation of self, that's going to be a rough journey for you, because you're going to care too much. You're going to care too much. So I begin to get that feeling. I believe the Lord had me to experience it. He's like, just get ready, not to look forward to the negatives that you may encounter, but just get ready for this world, because you're going into a new place and a new space of yourself, of Voyager Shamayim, the rebirth of Voyager Shamayim. You're getting ready to go into that space, a new place of the prophetic that is on your life. And you must get ready to accept it, embrace it, and live in that world, be in that world. Because this is where you're going, this is where you're headed. And I feel that shift. So I don't see myself going back. Like I see, end up retwisting my hair. So this is why I'm going to ask you all, viewers that are watching me, supporters of all that I have discussed in this video, please send me your prayers. Send me all of the positive energy, love, good vibrations to keep me encouraged to stay the course and enjoy this journey. So please support me in any way you can, so that I will be obedient to spirit. And one thing I want to say is that being a free man, right? Even in the locked community, because it's a large community, there's let me not say racism. There's prejudices and biases in the community. And let me just let you know from now. Please don't lock me to any of those boxes, because I may say some things that you may not agree with in my journey, in my lock journey. If it don't fly, you fly. Just go somewhere. Yeah, I may come against some norms and come against some terminologies. I'm just letting you know. Do not lock me to any of your locked bars. Don't lock me into any of your locked boxes or locked ways of thinking. Right? At the end of the day, this is my hair. whether you want to call it locked or whatever. It's my here. It's just my here. We just use those terms to identify a specific type of look and blah, blah, blah. That's all it is, y'all. So let's not make it extra. So this is, let's call it day one. Day one of my freeform locked journey. I don't know how long I should space out the months. Or even if I will, I may just come on periodically and just, or my intention is maybe every 2 months, 3 months, or every month. It just depends. Or whatever else I may experience on my page or on my journey, sorry. I'll just come on and share with it here. I think I'm going to create a playlist as well and just put it in there, and just all my videos will just concerning locks and freeform locks will go in there. So like I said, I have many other things that's on my mind concerning locks to talk about. And so I'll just take it from there. And once again, I thank you for that orb. That's my angel. Support me. Support me. Give me all the love in the comments, all the encouragement, because I need it. Because, again, those past times when I attempted to be obedient to Yah in that way, as far as my hair is concerned, it's like I don't know if I should call it an attack, but I just like nah, and I go retwist my hair, like, you know what I'm saying? Something comes over me, and it makes me want to retwist back my hair. So, but again, I feel a shift. I feel something new. So I feel like this is it right here. So give me all the love, all the prayer, all the comments, all of the encouragement, tips that I need, y'all. That I need. So thank you. I really appreciate you. I appreciate your life. I appreciate all of who you are. Live and enjoy life. Enjoy the blessing that you are. You are a blessing. Do you know that you are on the mind of the divine? And I just want to let you know, listen, if you need prophetic words over your life, I do offer a service where you can get that over video, just like this YouTube one. All that information is in the description below. Also, I do what's called prophetic blueprints. Extremely powerful, extremely important. Once again, the information is below in the description box here of this video. And that one I recommend you get first before you start getting the intuitive readings, because the prophetic heavenly blueprint begins to reveal specific callings on your life that you have. You got more than one. And that just makes life a lot easier, and it lets you know what direction of life you need to be going into in terms of educating yourself in that area, getting a degree, getting degrees, and or starting a business. So, and obviously I'm Black, so it's Black owned, so support the business, and it's a great investment into your life and anybody else's life that you may want to purchase that service for. I am Voyager Shamayim, voyaging through the heavens, first and foremost for the Most High, and also to bring you with me to show you the glories and the mysteries of the kingdom of Elah, Yahweh Elah, Elohim of all the earth. Peace and blessings and shalom, and happy Thanksgiving. Peace.